Before I start this video, I just want to say what's up with my face. I am a new mom, as you guys may know. I had a baby about 7 weeks ago. As you can see, I am tired. Your girl hasn't had a lot of time to put her face together or anything, so you get this tired mess this morning. Sorry about that. I wanted to talk to you guys about the benefits of corrective exercise. Given the widespread increase of movement dysfunctions, muscle imbalances, and joint aches that has plaguing both the sedentary and the active population, corrective exercise is a very, very effective tool to add to your personal training session. I know from personal experience, it's very easy for clients to kind of get super gung-ho and they want to jump straight into doing huge compound movements and supersets and jumping straight into a Ronnie Coleman exercise plan, which is not good. It's just not smart. If you are working with a professional, they're most likely going to take you in through an assessment when they first take you on. And what this assessment does is it gives them visual cues of any sort of impingements or dysfunction that you have going on. And I know it can be very frustrating for clients because they want to jump straight into it. They want to get right. They want to get their money's worth, of course. You know what I mean? We've only got 45 minutes to an hour to work together. Of course, you're going to want to get the most out of that. But believe me, there is a method to our madness. There is a reason why we're wanting you to take those excuse me, that 10 to 15 minutes in the beginning of our sessions to break down and work on these types of impingements. First and foremost, corrective exercise improves performance. A true trained professional is able to help you articulate which joints, which movements, which types of dysfunctions you are undergoing, what types of muscle weakness that you are experiencing and displaying, and they are able to tackle these specific exercises that are going to strengthen these muscles and help these joints in their dysfunction. That is going to improve your performance, whether it just be at working out or if you're performing a sport or what need be. Corrective exercise is also an amazing tool for restoring performance. So a lot of times I'll get clients that used to be on the football team, or they used to be a black belt in Taekwondo. For example, one of my clients is a black belt in Taekwondo, but has not been a practitioner in quite some time. We are able to hone in on and focus on these specific exercises and muscle weaknesses my client is having with their hip flexors that's disabling them from performing their high kicks like they once used to. Never once have I gone through a successful corrective exercise program and had someone upset that they did it. It is not a waste of time. It only benefits you. Furthermore, corrective exercise reduces the chances of injury. There is no point in running full force in the wrong direction, right? Let me tell you a little bit about myself. When I first started lifting, I want to say I was like 23 years old. Such a long time ago. Who knew that age still existed? When I first started lifting, I have very strong legs. So each week I was increasing how much of my squats and my leg press I was hitting. Well, I knew nothing at the time about corrective exercise. I started feeling a really strong pain in my lower back. I just automatically assumed, right, that my lower back was giving me problems. Wrong. So wrong. I didn't even know how wrong I was. Realistically, it was a weak hip flexor that I was dealing with. So I was going about it all the wrong ways to try to mitigate this dysfunction that I had going on. And I ended up injuring my back pretty bad. Had I just gotten over myself and went to a trainer and actually targeted what the real problem was and the culprit was, I would not have gone through this monumental injury that set me back almost an entire year. In fact, I didn't touch deadlifts for years after that because I was so scared about my back. And really it was just about not having the proper tools and the proper knowledge to continue my workouts effectively and appropriately. Sorry, I know you probably hear my little baby crying in the background. I'm almost done. So I want to read something to you really quick about the ligaments. A ligament is a viscoelastic material that can return to its original shape when it's stretched. This allows the ligament to creep, a temporary stretch that isn't harmful. For example, when you bend over and touch your toes, ligaments in your spinal column are flexing and stretching. Once you stand up, those return to their original state, however. But when you have a ligament injury, think of a rubber band that has been stretched out and it's stretched too far, and now it's lost its elasticity, and it's never really going to return to the shape that it was in before. Laxity is a permanent structural deformation. When dealing with ligament laxity, the joint then becomes unstable. This makes any person more susceptible to injury. Because of its inability to snap back to where it used to be, and it now being permanently unstable, there is a severe importance with strengthening the muscles around that joint to try to embed as much stability as possible in ways that you can. So whether you're taking a proactive approach, meaning that you are taking on corrective exercise to make sure that you don't end up with joint disabilities or injuries in the future, or you're taking a reactive approach, meaning you already notice an injury, you already notice an impingement, and you are working with a personal trainer on the surrounding muscles and through corrective exercise to make sure that you reduce your chances of further injury. Corrective exercise is an amazing thing. Definitely don't knock it. If you are hiring a professional and they want to spend the first 10, 15, 20 minutes of your session doing a corrective exercise, believe me, it's because they notice something that's going on and they're only looking out for your best interest. Thanks, and follow for more tips, helps, information, and give me a comment, give me a shout out. Let me know what kind of videos or information you would like to know about. Thanks, guys.